All right, we're gonna go ahead and pick up where we left off earlier today. Let me see here. When I last left off, I was going to head over to the stronghold, knock that out. I was debating whether or not I wanted to do it at. Oh, just realized. Panel there. Fix that real. They did the wrong. Let's see. Previous stream was 31. Oh, I see what I did. Okay. 2. This will be 33. Okay. This is 3. Not post 31. There we go. Okay. Stream updated. All right, there we go. That's better. Oh yeah. So, I think I already did. Oops, sorry, I already did my gear check. Yeah. So gear's good. The one bad thing about not jumping straight into the stronghold after I finished the last mission is, well, I lost all of that ammunition. So what we'll do is we will go ahead and instead of fast traveling over there, we'll actually go ahead and run. This way we can maybe get some kills on the way. Some ammo built up. I'd like to go in there with some ammo if possible. Or actually what I may do is may just run around for a little bit, kill a handful of bad guys just to have a full magazine go in there. Or a full full clip for the weapon and a full clip for the reload. Good guy. Should be some hyenas around. This is their hyena paint. Gas bloom or whatever you want to call it. Hey pup. Here, heavy machine gun fire. We have bad guys. All right, let's go ahead and see if I can get them from here. Well, it wasn't a headshot, but it was effective nevertheless. Problem with doing a faction warfare fight is they could both turn their backs on me, or turn their backs on one another, come after me. Oh, I shot right between him and the gun. That did like 150, 130, I don't remember. Way the hell down there. I think that's out of my range. That's a heavy gunner going after civilians. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do some pot shots on him. I can get a good angle here. There he is. You're gunner are you? You're an LMGer? Yeah, you're an LMGer. I don't think I've seen an LMGer like that before, honestly. I've seen those guys have the minigun. I've seen the grenade guys. But I don't think I've seen them with that type of weapon. He's dead. It doesn't matter. Is there another one? Where? Who are you shooting at? Oh, something else going on down here. Ah, you're dead, dude. You're so dead. You just don't know it yet. Stop moving. Okay, that gun's gonna pop. So, okay, don't these guys know when the whatchamacallit's dead, the gun goes pop? You know, dude, there's no one left. The gun. Oh, yeah, I guess there's someone left. Yeah, that's not bad. Oh, hello. Around this so I can have some sort of cover. Let's see. Let's go after. Kill the medic. Medic is always priority one. And ooh, an elite puppy. Why are you shooting at me? Hey, dumbasses! Oh, you're an elite. Shit. Okay. Whoa. All right. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Uh, okay. Under my better judgment, I'm sending you against him. Oh shit! Get around the corner. Why are these people shooting me? Don't they see this big ass yellow dog over here? Okay, change my mind. Go after that jackass now. You made me kill my damn dog. I think the. Okay, broke your toy. I missed your toy. Damn it! Stop shooting at me. I can't shoot your toy. You're shooting me. I'm trying to shoot the belt. Of course. Oh, that was a nice shot of his. Okay. Okay. Had to wait for it to go pop. Y'all made me oh hey, look, more bad guys. That's okay. That's actually perfect. Um the question is where's the reinforcements going to pop up from? That's the big question. Because there's always reinforcements with these. Okay, so they're coming from over there? Okay. Then I'm not going to worry about trying to ambush them. All right. One moment. Oh yeah, I gotta touch all the equipment. Forgot about that. The other... Oh, there it is. All right, so go ahead and change off of the sniper rifle. I mean, as fun as it is from time to time. Um, all right, so that's a sniper dog. From what I saw. Let's see if I can focus him out. Go ahead, do this. I'm not worried about that guy there. I wanna. Okay, now I'll kill you. There's another set of ammo. The droner over there. I can see the drones flying. Okay. Got 100 rounds. What do? You run. Right, press and forward. Wait, why? You gonna make me run through campus? I mean, I'll run through it. If I do that, then I can't get any kills, so I'm gonna run around it. Plenty of bad guys around here. No reinforcements? But said they were returning with components. They were. I'm surprised they didn't trigger a fight or like a follow-on wave attack. All right, so we got a full magazine, so I guess that's a start. We can go with that, I think. Oh, one guy got left behind. So it seems, and I don't know, but it just to me it seems like I get more signature ammo, or I get signature ammo faster. Because I wouldn't need to go that way. It seems like I get signature ammo faster when I'm using both the both the the secret mine and the rifle. Oh, ouch! Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to neglect you. Chill, you damn dog. I'm gonna put you down, put you in the pound. Now for you. Then this guy who's they were in a fight with. Oh, you? Break a shotgun out and turn your face into some Swiss cheese there. But you got lucky. Alright. Continue. Entrance is right there. I don't want to do that because that's going to trigger a bounty. And I don't really want to mess around with a bounty right now. Oh, damn. Oh, shit. Hurry up and climb up here so I can get some cover. This is not a good spot. I can't really see anything. That actually wasn't that bad. Any more helicopters coming at me? What I need is, well, more ammo is good, but what I need is actually a restock. Ah, here we go. All right, you go and cool down, little buddy. All right. I can. All right, I gotta like. Alright, let's grab some of this. See if I can do this. Yeah, yeah, that's how I roll. I multitask, and unfortunately, I take away from my game. I'll comment on other people's games as I'm playing. Yeah, so I'm watching her playing her Ghost game right now. Yeah, guys, I figure I gotta get a little bit of time in on my games before I break out into the Ghost game. Cause that Ghost game, it's actually kind of it's kind of an addictive little game. Um, and then it's good. You know, I think it's really good when you have the same same group of people playing. You know, I don't know if I could just do the random playing of that game, or random players of that game, I should say. Yeah, I mean, hell, it's cheap as hell. I mean, for $14. I mean, I was on the fence too about buying it, and I kept on watching Mecha play it. It's like, you know what? I can go ahead and drop the $14 on it. Because one way of looking at it is, the way I look at it is, get it in early access when it's cheap, because it's becoming. I mean, I mentioned. I don't know if you were in the chat or not earlier when I mentioned it, but right now this game is top 12 on Twitch. As well, granted, that's as far as viewers are concerned. But it's definitely picking up some steam, if you will. And I could see, once the game gets a little bit further developed and into actually true release, that it may go up in price. So I figured, hey, $14 for an early access game, I can live with that. Oh, no, I can respect that. Oh, hello, guys. See, that's the thing that sucks for me is it's a, and even now when I'm playing this game, I'm kind of somewhat watching Kelly's game. Is one of my favorite things to do on Twitch is to catch those special clip worthy moments. And so that's why, I mean, a game like this, provided, and that's the thing is, this is a game where you need, in order to get the best out of a clip, you need the streamer to have a camera. So that's why I'm not as effective as as far as having good clips taken against me on scary games like this, because you can't see my reaction, unfortunately. But Mecha, Kelly, and a number of other streamers I watch, seeing their facial reaction, it's just classic. I mean, just can't beat it. And actually, there was a good. Well, it wasn't. I wouldn't say it was a scary, full blown scary clip. It was an interesting clip. That I was able to get. So, Kelly was playing earlier today. She. Oh, by the way, one thing I learned about Kelly, she likes locking people out of the room she's hiding in. She did that to some other player today. I got a clip of that as well. Because she did that to me yesterday. But so she got an image or a picture of the demon, and it killed her friend. But you could see this ring going around, like rising above or rising ground, or going up towards the head around person. I think that's when they were being killed. Yeah, so I made the comment. I don't know if Kelly saw it or not, but I made the comment earlier in the chat. It's like, yeah, if the hunt's on, be sure you're in front of Kelly. Otherwise, you're gonna get locked out and die. And no, it's funny though. Well, see, for me, I know a lot of people, and maybe it's because of some of the games I've played, and maybe it's just because it doesn't truly phase me from a fright level. Because I know certain people have certain things that scare them, but like when the hunt goes on, yeah, I'll move away and all that, as fast as I can, but I don't like. One thing I have not done yet is I've not gone into a room, closed the door behind me. I know, like Mecha, he does that. I know Kelly does that. What I do is I'll just basically go into a room, find a nice quiet spot, and basically go into a corner. And so it's like, if this was the corner here, I would turn my body and I'll face out, so my body's in the corner. Make sure all my lights are off, and just pray that the uh the ghost isn't hunting for me. I've been mildly successful with that so far. Because I mean, it's a gamble. But now what was funny is, well, that's true. I mean, I haven't seen a door get opened by a ghost either. Now my understanding is though, there are some ghosts. I think it's the Phantom, or is it the Wraith? There's one of them that's listed in the journal as being able to pass through walls. Now I don't know if it can do that during a hunt or not. Because I'm not sure what the constraints are of what a ghost can do during the hunt. So I don't know if they're restricted. Oh, okay, it can. Okay, that's cool. Now, so I didn't realize they had their own Discord, so I joined their. I joined the. I joined the. The developers Discord, and I was reading some of the stuff that was coming out in the change logs, and stuff like that. And they mentioned how, I guess, in the asylum and the high school, which are the biggest maps out there so far, that the ghost has a much wider. Hell, you may have actually heard that through my stream. Jesus, that was loud. Oh man. Okay. Damn. Yeah, though, right there. All right. Yeah, are we safe for the moment? Yeah, we're safe for the moment. God bless. 1 second. All right. Sorry, I had to get that. Although I don't know if you were watching far. It was this past weekend, I think. I don't even know what today is. Today's Tuesday, so yeah, I think it was this weekend. Becca was playing with his a group of four or three of his friends, and that one girl screamed, "Ribbon Parfait." Oh my god, man, her scream was ear shattering. All right, man, that was hilarious. Actually, you know, I'm kind of curious on something here. The Let me play actual channel for a minute. I want to see if I can hear that through my VOD. Yeah, you can. Oh, that's hilarious. That was hilarious. Okay, so to see everything that you have clipped, in the upper right hand corner of Twitch, you should see something that has your name or something like that. So for me, it's my little cry eye symbol. It's right next to the thing that says get bits. If you click on that, you'll see a drop down list show up. You can click on video producer. That's the way I get there. When you click on video producer, another window will open up, and then on the left hand side, two options down will be something that says clips. So you click on clips, and you can see a list of all the clips that either you have created, or there's an option on the right where you can change to see clips that people have created for your channel. That makes sense. But yeah, that was a that was a good one. I like that. Uh, See, that's why I like watching games. See, that's what sucks about. So I'm purely, you haven't noticed, an amateur, true amateur streamer. I'm not here for the affiliate or the partner or anything like that. I just stream because it gives me something to do throughout the day. Um, that's what sucks is, in the morning it's fine because no one is streaming while I'm playing, so I can focus purely on my game. But come the evening time, all the other streamers I follow come online, and so then I get distracted as I'm watching their stream and my stream and or playing my game and whatnot. It kind of sucks for me. That is. Oh, that cracks me up. Where the hell am I going? I totally lost track of what I was doing now. Oh, okay. Oh, I was running the wrong way. That's why. Okay, let's go try to get this mission knocked out. I just want to do at least this one mission in the game today. All right, let me make sure I'm safe. Okay. Alright, let me see this. That's a good one. That's a good one. Nice little oh Jesus, what was it? Oh, it's Dazed and Confused. The Matthew McConaughey tie in there. It was Matthew McConaughey, right? I think so. Oh, hello. Shit. Where did you come from? I mean, classic movie, classic. I haven't seen it in a while. I should watch that again one day. A great movie, in my opinion. No, you're not going to save anyone, medic. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that clip in his channel, in his Discord. I need to take a closer look at that because maybe I missed what it was referring to. Take a look at this one again. Now, granted, I mean, so there may be something sound-wise that I can't hear on it. Yeah, so unfortunately, when I play my games and I stream, I have game audio coming out of actual speakers in front of me as opposed to wearing a headset. So I'm actually watching other streamers using just a headset, which is why you can actually pick up when someone screams real loud. So I'll have to actually go bring out a set of headphones for that one. And and that may also be another reason why that game doesn't get me as scared as some other people. Because I don't have the headphones on, which make it more developed in sound, I guess. Which I may have to try that. I just have to get a good setup there for that. Well, I've got a great set of headphones that I use when I'm doing console streaming, and it's easier. So, I'll stream PC and console, but I actually have two different setups. And so when I stream on my console or stream console games, I can actually purely dedicate to push game audio out because it's coming in through an Elgato. So I can there's no I don't have to worry about watching someone else's stream through a set of headphones, because that headphone set is actually really good and it doesn't pick up, the mic doesn't pick up the headphone set, if that makes sense. But I have to do a little bit of tweaking on my my PC setup that I'm using right now to stream in order to use that headphone set. So I think I may do that and try that one tonight. Because I'm basically just going to do a somewhat of a short stream of this game. Then depending on who's playing tonight, I may do another stream either with Mecha or maybe with Kelly if they still need people, or depending on who's out there. Let's see. What I need to do. if I can get a good setup on my a headphone setup on my my PC, maybe I'll buy a second headphone set. Oh, well, I mean, so I'm a big fan of the game Alien Isolation, um, and I've played that one with headphones on PC, and it I mean the the way the sound is, especially with a good set of stereo headphones. I mean, oh my goodness, you know, it's so while I respect people in their choices to play games on various levels, I'm in many cases, I'm a easy-go-lucky type of person in gaming. So I will, in many cases, run through a game on the lowest level difficulty first, just because I don't see a need to jump straight into the deep end of the pool. I have yet to play the game fully and beat it on easy, or whatever the lowest level is. Partially because I'm actually more interested in watching other people play it. So I'll lose track or lose interest in playing it myself, and rather just watch other people. It's just like now. I mean, I will bump up to a harder difficulty, after I've played it a couple times, or I've played it at least once, just to do a rerun of it. There's a streamer out there who I watch from time to time. He goes by the name of Psycho Hypnotica, I believe it is. He's an Alien Isolation speedrunner. And I've watched, I don't know, probably 80 plus hours of him playing that game. And it's just, oh god, yeah, and they can do it in like 3 hours, 4 hours, or so somewhere around there. And that's on, the hard or nightmare difficulty. Now, granted, with any speedrunning community, I don't know how much you've seen speedrunners and whatnot, but you'll see them, talk about like glitchless or any percent and this and that. So I want to say most of his runs that he's done are considered glitchless. So he doesn't use any sort of out of bound hacks or anything like that. Now he does use some gimmicks in the game, which I guess they don't consider glitches. So apparently you can make yourself somewhat unheard when moving or running if you constantly do like a stand crouch type thing. Apparently that makes your footsteps quiet. I've never tried it myself, but they'll use little tricks like that, and they'll run diagonally as opposed to just straight forward or backwards, because apparently you actually run faster. So they'll do little tricks like that. He was messing around, doing just basically a fun run of sorts, and instead of doing keyboard and mouse like he normally does, excuse me, he was using a steering wheel setup. So one of those PC steering wheel setups with the gas pedals. So he was using that, and you see him turning the wheel and how slow the thing turns, and you see him turning the opposite direction, and it's like, it almost reminded me of someone driving a bumper car, or the way the on-screen character was reacting as the wheel was being turned. But yeah, there's a lot of games out there that people speed run. I mean, hell, they've got an actual site dedicated to the speedrunning community, where people submit their videos, because obviously you need some sort of evidence to back up your speed run. So they have a site where people upload their videos. They have like world records, first, second, third, top three type deal. But you name most games out there that are like the ghost hunting game. No, you can't do a speed run on that because that's just there's no real speed running. There's too many random variables in it. But I would not doubt that there's some sort of speed run of that game out there. Because you do have defined goals in there. So now a speed run of that game may be just okay. I need to get to I think, well, I haven't played for a while, but last time I played, I had tier 5. What's the I'm trying to remember. I played it and I unlocked everything I could with respect to the space anchor or elevator anchor or whatever that thing's called, because they didn't have anything more released for it. But they could do a speed run to like nuclear power reactor, or they'd have to have some sort of defined milestone. But that one there, and actually, you know what? Okay, I'm safe for the moment. Let me see here. If I actually do have a speed run for that. So Attis. Yeah, they do have a speed run for it. So I'm not familiar with this category though. So they're calling it package percent, 2 package percent. They also have a multiplayer run percentage. Let me see what the rules are with this. Right, so full. Oh, there we go. View rules. Okay, so the run ends by launching the first elevator shipment. That's kind of a weak speed run, I think. Free choice of starting area. The use of skip intro checkbox is not allowed. The time is taken in real time, not in game. Timer starts. The player is allowed to move freely or when the skip intro button is pressed. Timer stops when the lever is pulled to send position. Okay, so looks like they have 2 speed runs for solo, which is basically send 1 package into space and send 2 packages into space. And they've got 3 categories for multiplayer, being 1 package, 2 packages, or 3 packages. So I'm not quite the speed run I would expect. The runtime for the solo is roughly 29 minutes for the first package into space. So and the thing is though, I mean, I haven't played it for a while. I played it and taken a break from it because basically let them release more content for it before I get more involved in it. But you'd have to have some, so that's something that you'd have to come up with a good, blueprint in your mind of how you want your base set up well before you start to get the most efficiency out of resource collection and whatnot. Now I presume, I could be wrong, but no, because I think mods are only allowed on experimental, if I recall correctly. So that would be a mod-free run. So you couldn't use the special, couldn't use any of the special things that people have created. Yeah, because I know they're on tier 3 right now. Not tier 3, update 3. Update 4 will be next year. Okay, because I think I picked up. I'm trying to remember when I picked it up. Did I pick it up with update 3? I don't recall. I really don't. But I mean, you'd have to have a well developed plan in place, I think. Okay, then I had 3 because I was doing um, oil refinement and hypertubes. Yeah, hypertubes are fun. Because I did what base or what island? Oh, that's where I'm trying to think. I do not remember what land it was or what planet I picked. It wasn't anything overall. It wasn't the super difficult because I think what the desert was the most difficult. I think. Um, or at least is that how was the desert most difficult? Um, I picked one that had a mixture of flatlands, some tropical foresty areas, some cliffs and stuff like that. And the, I like building sky walkways, so I would just build like if I want to get from point A to point B, I'll build a walkway in the sky and just avoid everyone. But yeah, I made a train just to try it out, which was quite interesting. I'll say. Had a couple sets of hypertubes. Um, I never messed around with any of the like car style vehicles. I know you can um, from the sync shop you can buy a oh, you're a damn doctor. From the sync shop you can get that little cart, and also you can research the that buggy style thing. I never messed around with any of those, so pretty much everywhere I went was either on the train, literally, or walking. Um, but the planet was just so large, if you will, that it's like wow, it's like it take take forever to get resources from point to point. Um, just because the belts, when you're early game, you got the slow belts. Um, they're gonna make it bigger, as in the maps are gonna be bigger. Holy crap! Well, I mean, I guess to a certain extent. Oh, that's pretty about belt speed. I mean, I could see them needing to make it bigger a little bit because in order to as they expand the game and expand stuff that you need to make, you're gonna need to make you're gonna need more resources coming in, so bigger map for more resources. But they've got plenty of room to put resources out there as it is. Excuse me. You found a way to make a Mark 1? Okay, I got, and this is on the actual game, not experimental, correct? Okay, I'm all ears on this. I'm kind of curious. Are you talking the single tier storage or the double tier storage? Um, I'm trying to think of how that would work. Okay. Okay, so basically you're saying have a Mark 1 feed a storage unit and then have an output on the storage unit. Yeah, but that's a lot of. You'd have to have a lot of storage units, wouldn't you? I mean, a lot of storage units. So, okay, yeah, so technically, from a certain perspective, a storage unit probably takes up 7, no, more than that. Say 15, maybe 15 to 20-ish belt segments, perhaps, in length. So, yeah, I can see. So essentially, you are replacing a length of belt segments with a storage component, which, as you say, essentially teleports it through it. I mean, you can, if you watch a storage unit, I've noticed you can see it flicker in there from time to time. But still, I mean, it is super fast. If you get a chain of those storage units, and the beauty of that, also, well, it depends on what it's being used for, is if you get a backup, it's just going to back the storage up versus. But once it backs the storage up, then it kind of defeats the purpose. Okay, so more expensive. And now, yeah, obviously, pardon me. Obviously, it's more expensive, yeah, but you just achieved. And I was actually shocked on that. Now that you bring up the Mark V, so was it the Mark III? Sorry, one moment. Someone's voices got bugged out. Are you saying sauerkraut? Sauerkraut? No, I don't think she was bugged. She was stuck. She was on a load screen. I think that's what happened. It was buffering. Yeah, that's something I noticed. Oh, whoops. Let me make sure I. Everyone. That's something I noticed yesterday when we were playing. Bash, Mecha, and myself, we all entered the asylum real fast, and I was watching her. Stream, and she was stuck at 90% for a good 3 minutes. So I think Bash. I think Bash mentioned it was cause maybe the hard drive she's using. All right. Oh yeah. So getting back to the belts. Sorry about that. Is it the Mark III? Mark III or the Mark IV? I don't recall which one it is. It actually uses more difficult resources than the Mark V. I mean, granted, it takes a lot more to get to the Mark V technology. But once you get to Mark V, those belts are really inexpensive. At least I found that they were inexpensive. Because what's funny is, so once I got to the point of mass collecting of resources and either raw materials or in between materials, I would build and you should actually sorry, let me check something real quick. Think I did a clip of it previously. Let's see here. Don't edit. This one may have been it. No, that's not it. So I went crazy with a storage unit, and I could have swore I did a clip of it. Actually, oh wait, I wish I could sort by category. Sorry, just some. Let me see what this clip is. No, that's definitely not it. But so when I got to the point of, oh well, yeah, here it is. Okay, so nuclear waste storage. Okay, so this is the biggest storage facility I have ever made in the game, and I did it for nuclear waste, and I made it way up in the air. And I had a little fun with that. So the nuclear waste storage, I don't remember how wide it was across, but basically it reminded me of a Borg cube, or the starts of a Borg cube. That'd be a good way to describe it. And like I said, I made that thing way up in the air because of as nuclear waste gathers, the radiation propagates even more and more and more. And what you see in the video, and I don't know if I mentioned in the video, but what you see there is just the top layer. I did a double-decker storage setup, so it was quite fun. That took a wild build. Oh no. That's wait. How many? How many power plants were feeding that? I had three nuclear plants. So I mean, it wasn't. It was a slow but steady flow. But I mean, I could have easily gotten away with I think after, in fact, I don't think I didn't play much after I finished that and after I got the nuclear plant up and running, but I probably played for a couple more hours after that, maybe another day after that, perhaps. It didn't fill up, didn't even come close to filling it up. So, from that aspect, so it was a complete overkill. Um, you have plans to build 50 nuclear plants. The reason I bought, or the reason I could only make 3 was because I didn't have the resources. I mean, I only found one one sulfuric. What is it? No, what is it? Uranium? Yeah, uranium. I only found enough uranium for that could sustain three plants. Or you know, that could sustain everything in the game. Now, well, I only found 1 node of uranium, I should say. Because I prefer, you know, I'm the type of person that likes to make everything. Oh shit. Likes to make everything as you know, somewhat efficient. You know, I don't want to waste resources. And so, you know, I mean, I spent a lot of time figuring out, okay, if I'm mining this much resources, you know, how can I do the splitting over conveyor belts to do this and do that? So I did a lot of, you know, trying to get it efficient, and I was able to put together. Okay, so in order to do the nuclear stuff, you need uranium, and you also need it's sulfur. Is that right? Sulfur. But either way, you know, so water wasn't a problem. I found a good place for water. And so what I did is I was able to put together 7 plants. Well, not power plants, but 7 refineries. I was able to put together 7 refineries to do whatever it needed to do to get to the overall plant. But I mean, what, you know, I didn't explore any more than that, namely because the area I selected to build the power plants was relatively small with respect to the water that was around it. So I kind of built it in a valley of sorts, kind of, sorta. So it had its own little body of water right there, and so you know, I didn't, you know, I couldn't really expand it any further with the power plants that easily. But I mean, my end goal was to hit nuclear power, which I did. So it's like, okay, for now, I'm good to go. But I mean, it's funny because I got to the point. So what I did is pretty much for all my. So I had, for the most part, depending on the material or the output products, and even the input products too. So I pretty much all resources, all raw resources, with respects to ores, not liquids, because liquids are a little bit more of a pain to do, but all raw ore material. If it wasn't being for the most part, I had them going into a storage unit, a double stack storage unit, just as a buffer. And then I would have a smart splitter, I think, or a programmable splitter, the one where you could specify, you know, overflow left or overflow right. I would have one of those set up so that on the output of the storage, it would, you know, feed to the splitters, or the output of the storage would hit the splitter, the main feed would go straight and then split up to, you know, your various production line assets, and then if they ever got backed up, it would basically hit the overflow. And I had that on every production line item. So the input storage for the raw materials had that. Coming off the production line, they would go into a storage bin. If those got backed up, it would shoot, it would output to a, you know, an overflow. And so I had 10 or 12 sync units, consuming items like you wouldn't believe. I don't remember how many tickets I picked up, and here's the funny thing is, I never used a single ticket. I wish I would have, in hindsight, because I found out that there's a ramp, the double-sided ramp thing or something like that. I wish I would have known about that, because it would have made building ramps so much easier for going down. But yeah, I never used the smart sync at all, as far as purchasing anything. Yeah, my understanding is they're very helpful with respects to what do you call it? Building downwards. And even actually building up also, I suppose. See, building up, I never had a problem building up as far as, an incline. It was always the decline that I had problems with. Because, you fucker. Just because in order to get, now granted, this was without the use of a double ramp. So it's probably easier if she had that double ramp. I would have to position myself, put a base underneath the ramp, so I could connect the next piece of the decline ramp on there, and rinse and repeat. So building a downhill ramp for me would become a pain. So, for example, if this here was the downhill ramp that I was trying to build, I would have to build a side ramp. Actually, a better thing is, okay, if this was the downhill ramp I was trying to make, I would get to a certain point where I couldn't reach underneath it anymore. So I'd have to go back, climb up, build a parallel view, and this here would be a straight, not a decline, and I'd have to shoot here. Okay, build a ramp, build a ramp, build a ramp, build a ramp, so I could continue the downhill ramp, because I didn't know about the double ramp thing. Yeah, so I kind of wish I would have paid a little bit more attention. Well, it's not that it's not that I wasn't paying attention to it. I just, when I saw double ramp, I didn't understand what it was for, and I wasn't really, looking at forums or anything like that. And I think somebody came into my channel one day and mentioned that. But to me, aerial building, so aerial building is a safety net. If you've got, if you're not afraid of dying, then, then building, closer to the ground, yeah, sure, no problem. To me, aerial building is a safety net, provided you don't accidentally fall off. So if you're doing aerial building before you get your jetpack, or before you've got the parachute or whatnot, yeah, then that can be kind of dangerous. Because I did that, and by pure chance, I was able to get back to my body. But I was doing an aerial building, and I was way up there. I was trying to get to where the oil was, and I wasn't at the best level yet, so I didn't have I didn't have the good defensive stuff. I think I only had the bang stick, and because I didn't have the nail gun, that's for sure. And I don't know if I had Blade Runners in or not. But I was building and I fell off, and yeah, it wasn't pretty. I was able to get my body, thankfully, after a little bit of a pain in the pain playing with the damn. The dogs didn't bother me. So there's three bad guys that I remember. You had the ramming dogs, or whatever the hell they are, ramming pigs, dogs. You had the spitters, the ones that would shoot stuff at you, and then you had the spiders. I think out of all of them, it was the spiders I disliked the most. Um, because they had, I don't know, something about their agility. They could move around and bounce around. Um, Now, see, that's something I didn't know because I was actually building over an abyss, and I kind of got paranoid, and so I decided to backtrack because I didn't know um, what would happen. Well, have you seen the cat? Have you messed around with the cat thing that they put in there, the cat face or whatever it's called? Um, with respect to the spiders, I thought that was kind of amusing. Um, oh, hello, someone's shooting. Yeah, so that I messed around with it once just to mess around with it, and I thought it was amusing. You know that they've got that. They make the spiders look like bad meme cats. That's the best way I could describe it. I'll give them credit on the comical aspect of that. Um, but see, to me, it makes I don't know how that affects their hitbox and targeting and all that. So I just turned it on briefly because someone had mentioned it. Um, yeah, yeah. When you hear a whole bunch of meows coming at you, and I mean I can get it because I mean the dogs, okay, not necessarily uh, the scariest things out there in those. I don't know what the other thing is that spit like the plasma bolts at you or whatnot, but I do know a lot of people are afraid of spiders. I can somewhat appreciate them putting that in there so they you know because people do have a true what's the word I'm calling looking for a true uh fear of spiders, whether or not it's real spiders or if it's a spider in a game. Um, yeah. Well, now so a passive mode to me is just I mean, if you're gonna go passive mode, then why even have them in there? I mean, other than the fact that you need them for research, right? Um, because I mean, the only thing that they give you, okay, so if you kill the animals, um, if you kill the animals, or I mean, when you kill the animals, when you say, you get stuff that improves your health, or what is it? You can research something, but that's all you get from it. Really, is research component. Um, so I mean, I don't mind them being in there. That's why I build aerial bridges. Um, because ooh, mission complete. Um, yeah, like I said, I don't mind them being there because that's why I build the aerial bridges. Um, if I yeah, I'll mess around with so I jumped into Satisfactory after playing some was it Factorio? Is that what it's called? Yeah, Factorio. Well, I mean, I don't know. Is that Factorio? And so I messed around with that game, and I decided to play. You know, I so some games I prefer. So okay. So compared, so there's a difference between Factorio and Satisfactory. I mean, there's obviously many differences, but I mean, to me, you know, between the third person and first person perspective, the big difference in that, to me, the I'm trying to figure out how to describe this, but I don't mind the bad guys in Satisfactory, because there weren't that many. There were, a handful here, a handful there, right? In fact, in Factorio, it was almost like a StarCraft-ish sometimes with the enemies, how they would, kind of spread over the map and all that. And granted, some people use that as a good challenge for their development and whatnot, as far as their bases and walls and how they set things up. I did the tutorial on Factorio and died so quickly without even leaving my little starting area. Just when I was trying to learn how to disassemble this, and okay, first step, disassemble this part of the crashed ship so you get these resources. Okay, go do that. And next thing I know, oh look, there's enemies coming, mortaring me with whatever the hell they're mortaring me with. It's like, I can't do nothing. So like, what? I'll play that game without the the enemies initially, just so I can get a basic gist. Control points can now raise their threat. Clearing enemy activities connects. Okay, wait. Clearing enemy activities connected. Oh, so that's how you raise it. Okay. Higher alert levels means stronger enemy presence, better rewards. Cool. That's what I wanted to do. So it's like I had to turn off the enemies on Factorio because it was just couldn't deal with it. It was taking away the enjoyment for me for that game. Because in there's just too many that would bum rush me at once, if you will. Whereas, Satisfactory, yeah, you got little clusters of them, but they pretty much stay for the most part in the area in which you find them. I've not seen any that other than the big giraffe tick looking thing and the glider bird thing, which by the way is amusing. There's another story on that. But other than those two creatures, I haven't really found any of the animals that roam that far away from where you may find them at. But no, the funny though, so I'm pretty sure you probably know, but the big tick giraffe looking thing, it's basically a big trampoline. I found out by pure mistake, because so in building my little aerial sky city, it would walk through my city and basically it would clip through the floor. And I'm standing there one day, and next thing I know, I'm bouncing in the air as it's walking underneath me. So that's kind of cool. The flying thing though, that one cracked me up, because what happened is I built a multi-leveled floating city base, if you will. So I'm standing on the top level, because typically you figure if any roamers did come, that they'd have to go through a whole bunch of stairs and ramps and whatnot to get to me. So it's like, okay, I'll be safe for the moment, because technically there is no pausing of the game, because it's it's like this game here, there's no pausing of it. It's because it's a real-time based game. So going up to the top level, say, okay, I'm gonna go use the restroom or get something to drink, whatever the case was. I don't remember what I was doing. I come back and it's like, where the hell am I? I wasn't dead. I was moving through the air. It's like, what the hell? Because I don't remember what perspective I was looking at. So I may have been looking at a perspective, more upwards, so I couldn't see my feet or what was down below me. So it's like, I get back to my mouse and I look down. It's like, I'm on one of those damn flying birds. So the big ass bird, he flew through my base, clipped through the floor, and picked me up. And it's like, I didn't know you could actually get on top of that. And I mean, he doesn't fly around that far. He just goes in a big circle. You know, it's like, so it's like, yeah, that's kind of cool. But I was not expecting to see that. So basically, I waited him to circle back to my base, and I hopped off. Well, I build walls. I built a set of walls on my oil refinery. That's the only place I built walls. And so basically, my oil refinery, if you could imagine, so if, let's just say, for the sake of argument, you know, let's just say the city of Washington that you see here on this map, let's just say this here was my oil refinery, as odd as it is. I built it, maybe 1, 2, 3 ramp segments, maybe 3 ramp segments, 3 of the 8-meter ramps. It's what? No, it's 4. It's 1 meter, 2 meter, 4, and 8. Yeah. So 3 of the 8-meter ramps from the surface, like ground surface, where the water was. Because the oil refinery that I located was on a coast, so I was able to get oil and water, same place, which was awesome. So I built this little floating refinery location, 24 meters off the ground, using 3 ramps. I floored the entire thing all around it, and then I did a double stack wall all around the entire base to basically prevent any of the shooters, because there were spitters there. I didn't want any of those damn spitters to shoot me as I was trying to work. And so the only gaps I had in the wall were right next to the refineries themselves, where the pumps and the pipes came up into the base, and so I'd have a gap there. And same thing where the water came into the base. Other than that, there was no gaps in the walls. I had an aerial walking ramp that left there that went back to the main base, which was a long. It took me forever to build that because it was so far away. And then I got a hyper tube set up for that, and then I eventually hooked in a train station for that. So it was a nice little endeavor. My main base, though, I never did ramps because what I did is I did a 3-tiered level, and I probably would have gone higher. And so what I would do is, if I'm on like the top tier, I want to get down 1 tier, I'll just jump off the edge and like if you do it right, you know, jump off the edge and come back in, you know, and with the Blade Runners, just bounce and go. Or I'd use a jetpack and just do a couple of little taps and, you know, softly land. One thing, I don't know if anyone's tried it, but I wonder if it's possible to build, because I know there's something in the sink shop or sink store where it's like the L-shaped stairs that that you kind of use to go up. I wonder if anyone's built a set of those stairs that you can climb. If they've built something that takes you all the way to the sky elevator. I wonder if that's possible. Because it doesn't seem like it's that high. Let's see here. So, yeah, and I mean, appearance-wise, it seems pretty low. I'm sure it's very, very high, but from a certain perspective, it does seem like it's not that high. Almost, but it's yeah, I'm not sure either. I know it's got to be a decent, got to be up there, because you figure some of the mountains that are up there, some of them are quite tall. When I built that SkyTrain, so my mistake is, instead of building the train as flat as it could be, yeah, so instead of building it as flat as you could, which would be faster, I basically made it into almost like a roller coaster-ish type thing. So coming out of the train station, went into an immediate, as steep as you could incline. That was something else I learned the hard way. Is the incline for the train can be no higher than a 4, I believe. Because originally I tried to make it at an 8, as far as 8, using the 8, because it has to be initially placed on something, for I built the 8-meter incline ramp. Found out the hard way that you can't do it that way. So I had to do the 4-meter ramp or something like that. I never thought about doing the hypertube cannon. I have noticed that you can definitely get some fast speed in there, which is pretty cool. But so what I did with the train is, after I learned, and I had to search online about that one, because it's like I built this nice ramp that I walked down. It's like, okay, I'll just simply put train tracks on this, piece of cake. So found out the hard way that the slope has to be cannot be any greater than I believe the 4-meter slope. Okay, no big deal. So this thing here is like a roller coaster. It goes up this massive 4-meter slope, way up into the sky. Goes around. Basically, I made the aerial bridge to try to find the shortest path, which in the end wasn't the shortest path. And then this big ass decline down. Now, for some reason, when the train's on automatic, it can stop on a dime, no issues. When you manually control that bad boy, I know if you're on manual control and you are at full throttle, going up the hill, I would go up the hill with no load, because I know load actually has I think plays a small factor in it. But with no load, going up the hill, I was probably going about a little over half speed, maybe 2/3 max speed if I was lucky. Going downhill, oh, that bad boy, it flew. I don't know how it stayed on the track, honestly, because on one of my on the one place, it did a quick U-turn at the station right at the base of the hill. So I don't know how it stayed, it didn't fly off the track. That'd been hilarious if it would have. But yeah, I give him credit on the what's the word I'm looking for? The inertia it carries when you're in control of it. Because in order for me to stop at the station, if I'm driving manually, as soon as I hit this downhill slope, I have to start braking. Otherwise, I will fly right past the stop. Excuse me. Oh, damn. I just noticed something in oh, so never mind. Game it out. No, I can't say that I've heard of this individual. Let me do a quick search on him real quick.
Josh, what?
See what is this more of basically game reviews or legitimate? Long playthroughs. I see a lot of short, under 20-minute videos. So I'm guessing it's just a little compilation of a compilation with respect to or a condensed video of a particular game that he's played, and then he'll go on to something else. Oh, he joins the. Oh, does he? Oh, nice. That's funny. Oh. So the most let me put a subscribe on his channel. I'll take a look at it later on. I think. Are they both dead? The hell? What in the world? I've never seen. Sorry, it's or the game glitched on her. I don't know. No, I'm sorry. I was looking at her stream and it almost looks like the game glitched out or something happened, or maybe both of them died. I don't know. So have you seen? Okay, well, so you're familiar with Last of Us 2, correct? Do you plan on playing it at any time, or the game that you're not interested in? Okay, so there's because I just want to, if you haven't played it and you're possibly considering it, I don't want to say anything that may spoil the game or ruin any any fun in it. So I'm personally a fan of story-based games. You know, okay. So another question that I'll ask you is, are you offended by harsh language? Basically, a lot of f bombs. Does f bombs make you? Is that offensive to you? Okay, no, like I said, I don't know the audience fully, so just wanna check here. So I played The Last of Us 2. So I'm a fan of story-based games. And last month I did a 11-hour stream. An 11-hour straight stream for its entire for the entire purpose of counting how many times the word fuck was said in the game by a character in the game. And then I went through this 11-hour VOD and trimmed it down to just the highlights. So this is the most editing I've done as far as trimming a video. And it's just, but the guy you're talking about going through days and days or multiple, I mean, doing this over and over and over again. He's definitely got some skills. Do you have a YouTube channel? Hold on. Because clips will go through, but let me do this. If you've got a YouTube channel, you can post your YouTube channel link here. Because the only thing I have freely postable are Twitch clips. I don't want you to get all your stuff. You definitely like so. So I'm guessing this is a lot of stop motion video. Oh shit. Sorry. Sorry about that. Don't worry about everything being erased. I still have a full view of everything that you posted. Actually, you know what? Let me do this real quick. Cloudbot. I can do it this way. No. Okay. Sorry, I'm to Kaylee's stream real quick as I jump into my cloud bot to do something here. Add. Okay, so that should, just as a test, can you go ahead and try to paste that YouTube thing again? Okay, so basically, shouldn't have any issues with links now. This is your status. Is this a here? Is that actually your voice? Yeah, you have a good good voice with what's the word I'm looking for? A good broadcast voice. Now that's one thing I never messed around with. I never messed around with the paint or the glass floors. I heard those are kind of cool. It's a cool little thing you put together there. Now, I guess my biggest question is, how long did it take you in the game to get one of each of those components on that belt loop that you have? Just that by itself, I could see taking a long time. Actually, no, I guess not, because you just feed it onto the, just put one item in the storage and it feeds up, but yeah, never mind, sorry. That's actually really cool. So, actually, then you should definitely get this game. Well, the game I'm referring to is the Phasmophobia. You should definitely get that game just so you can do a video compilation like this. Let me see here. I'm just I don't know if you actually responded and I missed it or not. So when I was looking at your channel there, so all those Lego items, the brick films, you did all those, and so like I said, I'm presuming all that is actually stop motion or stop capture, or like one frame at a time photo, then put together, or like then put all together to basically do a film strip of sorts. The possible exception of the facial animations, which I'm presuming the heads are actually blank. Maybe, I mean, I can't tell. Oh, okay. Oh, so those, okay, so basically just, so when one of them is smiling and then he's not smiling, it's basically just replacing the actual head pieces. Man, that's gotta take some time. That's really cool. Yeah, I'm definitely not that yeah, I'm not talented enough to do any something like that. That's a now. So when you say 24-hour contest, you're referring to um you have one day to put something together, and then and then that 24 hours. So the first one you're talking about the fortunately first video on my page, the Satisfactory video. Oh no, wait, first video. Let me go to the Fire Team Rescue. Okay. The sort by date added. Or are you talking about race car FPS test? Oh, HMB, HMB, HMB. Oh, HMB, okay. I see it there. And so, a week's worth of work to give you a 5-minute video. Man, that takes some definitely takes some patience. Among other things. That's one thing. I don't know if I could do something like that, man. Here. Now, well, yeah, I mean, because see, I don't do any post. So, the most I do post production, if you will, is taking clips, taking a VOD, and taking specific little clips out of it, or taking multiple clips and putting together a compilation. But that's as far as I've gone with a post production, if you will. Versus your Satisfactory video, you obviously had a script or something that you put together, and you had the video that you talked about. So that's a lot more involvement, a lot more skill to put all that together. My thing is like, here's cut and piece. Give me some scissors and tape, and we'll just throw something together, and that's kind of interesting. Well, yeah, and granted, yeah, I mean, because a lot, I would presume that a lot of it would be, you know, a couple hours here, a couple hours there, as time allows. Because number one, just like me, I'm presuming you're not getting paid for it, so it's like, so I'm pretty sure that real life and takes precedence. Excuse me. Because you got to make your money before you can do other stuff like that. But no, yeah, and I mean, and if that's what you're pursuing, I definitely hope it goes through and works out for you. Because I definitely say there's some potential out there for now. See, now here's the tough part. It says, so the Lego thing, yeah, I could see that being used in film. Because I mean, obviously we've seen the Lego movies. So now, granted, I don't know how much of the Lego movies are actual Legos, like true life Legos, using stop, the time lapse animation, if you will, and how much of it's actually animation, drawn or something like that. It is entirely CGI. Okay. I've seen it, but it's been such a long time ago since I've seen it, so I wasn't 100% sure. I mean, the only part that I know for a fact isn't stop motion is when you actually have, and I mean, because I know there's a whole bunch of Star Wars Lego movies out there. I've only seen the one that has, I can't remember what the guy's name is, who the one star is. God bless. But it's him and his son in the basement, and then the daughter is able to come in and play. That's the only one I've seen. So I don't know if that's the first Lego movie or not. But that section there really is the only part of the Legos that is true life Legos and not animation, because it involves him. So it must have been then the original Lego movie then. And I think I may have seen a slight smidgen of Lego Movie 2 one time. But I know for a fact I haven't seen Ninjago and Ninja Go, however you say that word, or the Batman one. Although I have Ninjago, I have that game. That was free on Epic, I think, or I think it was free on Epic, and I was able to get it some time ago. And by the way, I don't know if you knew this or not. I don't know how much you get out there and collect games. But Epic every Thursday they have game giveaways. Not giveaways. They're just free. It's not like you have to enroll, or I mean, it's not like a random drawing or anything like that. Because right now it's Roller Coaster Tycoon, and there's something else for free on it. Yeah, every Thursday. Okay, cool. So I'm trying to think here. Let's see. Okay. One of the ones I was recently free, because I think I thought I picked up something like similar game. I think the best game I actually got off of it was well, I'm not gonna say the best game. There was a game called the Metro 2033 or something like that. And that was free a while back. I picked that up, and I liked it so much that I went ahead, got the DLC for it, which added a few more hours of content to it. And then I bought the second game in the story. I mean, I thought it was a cool, interesting game. My understanding is it's based on a book. Haven't seen or read the book. And then, like, the reason I'm playing The Division here, quite honestly, is Ubisoft a few weeks ago, they were offering Division 1 completely free, not free for a weekend or anything like this. Division 1 for free, for a limited time. So I picked it up, playing it. It's like, okay, this is actually not a bad game. They were also having a sale where Division 2 was marked down like 70 some percent. It's like, you know what? I'll go ahead and I'll throw the throw $20 to this game, get it, the DLC, season pass. So it's like, you know, good, quite a good deal, I thought. Sorry. Like, now, so oh Jesus. Sorry. I'm not familiar with that acronym. I'm presuming A is for animation, C is for competition. At least that would be my best guess. But are you referring to like old school animation, as in hand drawn, or are you referring to computer animation? Oh, 24 hour. Okay. Or is this competition like a massive competition where they have different categories? Okay. So I presume it has, obviously it has different categories as Lego animation. That's cool. Hold on. Films. Interesting. I've never. So. Quite interesting. I'll be honest with you. I never even. Oh, okay. Brick films. Okay, that makes perfect sense there. It's Legos, or variations of Legos. Presume construction toys. Huh. That's actually kind of. I'm actually quite. That's quite cool. So I guess. No, I mean that's actually. So now. Well, okay. So obviously, I'm presuming most of this is an online. Obviously, since you have to submit your videos and whatnot, or do they actually have a convention that they put together for this as well? That's pretty cool. Well, yeah. I mean, because obviously, I mean, you have to upload some sort of film for that. Um, I could see. I mean, I could see having some sort of convention together. Not necessarily a competition convention, but maybe a convention just where people actually do this, meet in person, just to actually meet in person. Because it's always nice to meet fellow people in the same field that you're in. That's pretty cool. I mean, the only thing I know about Legos, I mean, I obviously I had Legos when I was a kid, and I think about an hour away is a Legoland from my house. So I mean, I've never been there, but and I know that I've seen they had the Lego Masters competition on TV before. Actually, that makes perfect sense also, because I mean, you have the makers and crafters folks that do the hand painting models and whatnot, or like the hand crafting, sculpture and stuff like that. So I could perfectly see them having people stream this stuff as well, especially since it's almost easier to some extent streaming. Well, no, because doing the stop motion animation, I could see it, because basically, depending on the scene you're doing, use something, have a fixed little tripod camera, or a headset cam, as you're building it and stuff like that. Yeah, move it to give it. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, considering, and I kid you not, you go into YouTube, you can find videos. I kid you not now. A video, at least, I think one of them was 10 hours of watching paint dry. Someone put forth the effort to upload 10 hours of a wall that was painted drying. And I'm just talking like flat white paint. No, not a mural or anything like that. But no, like you painted your wall in your room. They set a camera to face it. Okay, we're watching paint dry. It's kind of amusing. I mean, hey, I guess whatever floats their boat, And the sad thing is they actually probably got a decent amount of hits on it, just because, Well, so next time someone says, "Hey, this event is more funner than watching paint dry," it's like, well, if you want to watch paint dry, here's a video of it. No, I know. I think someone was just just doing a pure joke of thing, but it's like, I've seen people doing the what do you call it? He said I've watched. In fact, there's a particular streamer I follow, and I go and watch every once in a while. She's both a game streamer from time to time, and she does stuff in the maker crafter section where she's making either she's working on what do you call it? Pewter? Is that what it is? That or ceramic miniature figurines, where she's actually, you see her out there with a little, she's sanding stuff down, doing some paint on it. Yeah. But there are there's some definite talent out there for some of these crafters out there on Twitch. And it's kind of cool because it's free advertisement, if you will, for a business. Because a lot of these people I know also have either some sort of storefront set up where they can, offer commissioned work. So I mean, technically the only ads that because it's not like you as a streamer are paying anything to advertise your work and you're streaming it. So it's like free advertising, granted, for if people come to your channel or if you get hosted out. But I need to grab something to drink. I will be back in just a moment. All right. Let's see here, quick. I can't do it here. I love how big her eyes get. Sorry, I'm just looking at Kaylee's channel. I love how big her eyes get sometimes when the hunt kicks off. Cracks me up. And Kaylee's dead. Poor Kaylee. Okay. Oh, I said Kelly. Kelly. Oh, that's funny. All right, let me see what I'm gonna do now. I want to mess around with this activity points. Oh no, it's all good. No, I was just looking at Kaylee's stream there when she died, and I was asking Mech in a private message if he was going to be doing any ghost hunting tonight with Void or Bash. Because that ghost game, it is a fun game, but it's the type of game, and I was mentioning this with Mecha, I think yesterday or so. That's the type of game where I think it's best to play with a group of friends as opposed to just random, pickups. So I don't see myself ever going to just an open lobby for a game or putting up a lobby myself, just because one, there are people out there that okay, and when I say take the game seriously, I mean play the game, not their intention is to play the game, solve the, do the objectives, stuff like that. Have a little fun, yeah. But then I know they're out there. I haven't seen them personally, but they're out there with all multiplayer games where their entire purpose is to ruin the game experience for other people, either by broadcast, even though they may not be streaming directly, saying something into the stream because they know someone's streaming that it's just uncalled for, or doing stuff intentionally to try to get other people killed. So it's like I'm real leery about playing with open lobbies and with strangers. So it's like Becca, Kelly here is good. Ribbon Parfait, she was fun. Yeah, but the trolls, yeah, I'm not a fan of them. And it's sad that they're out there, because they ruin the game experience. There was another game where trolls can really take away from the fun of the game are the you don't know Jack or Jackbox party games. Especially the games where you are required to either draw or put like different words and stuff together, if you will. Because those games there, the trolls can throw stuff into the game that can make the game not only not fun, but potentially not necessarily. I don't think a person would get banned for it, but it could raise some flags. Here. But no, yeah, so I'm quite glad you brought us over to brought Mech over, and I was able to jump in with her playing yesterday. Although I'm kind of curious, so this game, or the Phasmophobia, you've got single player. You can play it single player. I'm kind of curious how that would work single player. I think you'd only be able to do like the small houses. I don't think the asylum or the school would ever show up. I'm kind of, I would almost be tempted to mess around with the single player just to give it a shot and try it out. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, so typically when I browse Twitch, I'll browse Twitch for the games that I'm playing or have an interest in, and in most cases, I generally I look for the smaller streamers. And when I say smaller streamers, I'm talking about low view counts, just because you tend to get better interaction with the viewer. So I mean, there's a few streamers that I follow and watch that have, let's say, 100 plus viewers on average. And those streams are tough to, if you're trying to communicate with a streamer, that can be tough sometimes because a lot can be going on in the chat. So it's like, yeah, those streams are ones where I pretty much I'll turn it on and I'll just let the I'll just listen to the audio for the most part, or I'll watch it without trying to interact with them because it's really don't find a purpose in it. But it's like the smaller ones tend to watch chat a little bit more. But I mean, some of the larger ones, and that's interesting. I mean, you get 20 to 50 people actively chatting at one time. Definitely very hectic and chaotic. That it's almost, now, especially a great example, and they have to have other people watching the chat, I'm presuming, looking for certain keywords or phrases that stand out. But there's a game out there called Warframe. It's one of those it's an MMO-ish type of game, technically. Oh, the damn place again. And they have a weekly. I think they actually have more than weekly, but they have a at least weekly the official Warframe organization, company, whatever you want to call it. They'll have a 1 hour stream, and if you have your Twitch account associated with your Warframe account, you have the chance to get, you can win something, and also sometimes they'll have programs out, as long as you have it associated, you're automatically going to pick this item up or pick that item up, whatever the case is. So you'll have 11,000 viewers on their channel at one time, and I mean, the messages are just flying across the streams or across the screen so quickly that it's like, you can't follow anything that's being said. And so if someone actually brings up a legitimate point, it's like, or asks a legitimate question or something like that, it's like, how is, and let's say you've got multiple people babysitting chat looking for, legitimate stuff, as opposed to the trolls and other stuff like that. You damn it, suicide bomber guy. It's like, there's no point in even looking at chat. Oh shit. Oh, that was short. Oh, you're gonna die there, buddy. Oh, shit, get down, get down. Whoa, that was close. That may not have been the best place for cover. Thanks. FPS with RTS. Trying to think of. Trying to think about that. That would be interesting. Oh, fire! You know, almost like, I mean, so like a real, I mean, a true battlefield type of experience. So, you know, like I said, you know, have an overall commander directing the forces, other people on the ground, actual combatants, you know, other people perhaps being like logistics folks, transporting people around to the different battles or whatnot. That would be a very involved game. Yeah, I mean, that would be kind of cool to see. You know, if they were able to come up with something like that. Okay, so that one's up to 2 now. Oh, so the entire region's up to 2? Okay, so I'm gonna go to this guy here. And then, well, then see, then you also have to hope that the people playing the game take it seriously to a certain extent, and essentially don't go rogue and go out and do their own thing as a unit, you know. But then again, that could add an interesting little mix into the game as well. That would be an interesting little thing to. They could actually put something together like that. But you're talking the world that this interaction would take place in would have to be quite large. I mean, you know, larger than this, like this map I'm playing on now of the part of the city of Washington and the same, you know, part of the city of New York in Division 1. The map would have to be much larger and fully, you know, alive as it is, as it were, in the server. And actually, this game kind of partially does a living map. And what I mean by that is, let me make sure I'm just safe for the moment. So if I go to my map right now, it's a partially living map because you actually, you know, it loads, I guess, dynamically to a certain extent as I move across the map, which is, that's, you know, for my benefit. But the map itself, it actually has activities going on as I'm moving. So you got allies and enemies moving across the map as I'm going. So it's just they'd have to do something like that on a much larger scale. Oh, there's the bad guys. I'm just gonna ignore you guys. Well, you're an elite. Oh, good. Nah. It would be interesting to see that. And actually, well, so yeah, I mean, I've never seen. I mean, I've seen. Yeah, because the only type of the closest you've ever seen those type of games go is just from the first-person perspective on the battlefield. So yeah, you never had anyone up in a commanding role of that. I mean, the closest I've seen to something similar to that, not a first-person shooter, but a sort of example you could use. You know, they've got a Microsoft Flight Simulator, right? So you got people flying aircraft around and stuff like that, which is cool. You know, you can have fun with that. But you also have people that do the air traffic control. You know, and try to do that role, which is an interesting element to, you know, try to play. That's a large world also, realistically. Where are you guys coming from? Yeah, so have I. Yeah, because sometimes I'll go out there, I'll watch various videos. I see you, Suicider. I'll watch various videos on YouTube, and you'll see the suggestions for other videos on the out there, and so I'll click on the other video, and just one video leads to another video, and I ran upon one once. It was Microsoft Flight Simulator, and it didn't involve an air traffic controller. The clip I saw, what it was is I think this was somewhere in California. There was an aircraft carrier out there, and so all these little planes were coming in to land on the aircraft carrier, just having fun. And this guy flew in a jumbo 747 or 747 jumbo jet, and I don't know how the hell he did it, because last time I checked, 747 doesn't have a tail hook to stop the plane. Plus the simple inertia of a 747 as compared to a fighter jet or something like that would be way too much for a aircraft carrier landing space. Yeah, 747. Yeah, if you Google that, Microsoft Flight Sim 747 aircraft carrier, something like that. That's true. They could. I mean, they can lift off. Yeah. So take off. Well. There again. Also, is I don't think a catapult could handle a 747. I mean, so physically, it's truly impossible. In the game, obviously, you have a little bit of wiggle room. That's another thing. Yeah, I mean, a plane that size landing on an aircraft carrier would be hilarious. All right, so let me see here. Can I get that up to a level? Which one's level 3? You're level 3. Any way I can get that up to a level 4? Let me get that one up to a level 4. Damn it. You guys are going that way. Okay, there's a convoy. There's a convoy I just saw. Damn, it just disappeared. I want to see what happens if I get that up to level 4. Well, that one there, if I can hurry up and make it, I could bump that one up to a level 4. But yeah, I mean, there are some hilarious videos that people have put out there on YouTube from various games. I mean, it just cracks me up, some of the stuff people do. There's another streamer out there I've watched from time to time. He's got some funny videos, but he puts a little too much. It's almost like a forced funny, if that makes sense. He's called Markiplier. I don't know if you've heard of him or seen him. He's a Twitch streamer, and he's put out some YouTube videos as well. He's a funny streamer, but some of his reactions at times seem forced. If that makes sense. He did an Alien Isolation stream set. I thought was quite amusing. He also apparently has been playing this game because there's an official Discord out there for this game, and there was a clip posted of him, having a scare or whatnot. But the scare, it didn't seem authentic, if that makes sense. But overall, I think he's an amusing streamer. I don't want to mess with that yet. I want to go after this elite convoy. Gone? Did I lose him? Oh, they didn't make it up there already. Shit. Oh, they're okay. Oh, that's going to that control point. Okay, so if we go to this one here, that'll affect that one. So I guess I lost that elite convoy. All right, so let me turn around and go back. Alright, let me take care of you guys since you're on the way. I tell you, the enemies in this game, they've got some good stunt doubles. Ooh, Twitch chat just had a hiccup. Like, yeah, it's funny with the amount of combat you have in this game. You know, there are parts of this game in which you see a lot of you'll see like blood smears here and there. But I have yet to actually see, you know, if I shoot somebody, I don't think I've ever actually seen. Oh no, there's. I guess that's blood. It doesn't look like blood splattered. It just looks like. Oh, sorry about your car. That wasn't a tough one. Piece of cake. Yeah, more of a mist. Although, so everyone you kill will stay, or at least stay on the map for a little bit, with the exception of one person so far. And that's the suicide bomber guy. When you actually kill the suicide bomber, it, no kidding, makes him go away. He vanishes. Oh, hello. Wait, who's over there? Okay, I'm in a bad spot. Clear on the goal of the game that I'm playing here? Okay, so so the story behind the Division series, Division 1 and Division 2, in Christmas of or the winter around Christmas of the game play, did you just try to use a damn jumper set thing on me? So in Division 1, which is the first game in the series, you are in New York City, right around in the middle of winter, probably a couple weeks before Christmas, and some virologist, sorry, now Kelly's trying to insult the ghosts by calling ghost mothers a hoe. Sorry. So a virologist in New York City infects physical currency with a disease of sorts, known as the green poison. And basically, you know, as money moves and changes hands, more and more people get infected. As money touches more money. Basically just a big, ironically, a pandemic of sorts. So in Division 1, you play an agent who are specially trained individuals who are essentially activated only in the greatest time of need. Okay. Sorry, I don't know if you are. Yeah, I see you had said you have it turned down. I don't know if you just saw what happened on our stream. You will hear in a second. Oh, you'll see here in a second. Gotta finish this clip up real quick. All right, that was hilarious. Okay, so this green poison, dollar poison, however you want to, whatever you want to call it, it's being spread around New York when money changes hands, when money touches other money, stuff like that. So you get activated to help bring order back into the city of sorts, because they've pretty much just lost control. So now the DC game is 6 months later. So we're not quite at the full rebuilding stage yet. The first half of the Division 2 game, you're essentially trying to rescue the president, get rid of factions out of the area, stuff like that. Then you get to a point where you've saved him, everything's looking good, and you've completed what appears to be the base missions, and then the president disappears. His information on the virus, on how to cure it, disappears. So now you're fighting this mercenary group. That's the new group that's been introduced, to basically, I guess, try to get the president back and get the information on the virus so a cure can possibly be developed. So it's a weird-ish sort of game with the story to follow, and I know I've probably butchered the crap out of it. And then they also introduced a DLC to this game in which you go back to New York, and the purpose of going back to New York, and I don't know yet because I haven't actually played the DLC yet, but there's a rogue agent who, in the first game, kidnapped a virologist who knows who knows about the cure or how to treat it or something like that, along with, oh yeah, this guy here. If I can blow him up, if I don't die first. Okay, well, that's okay. But yeah, he completely vanished when he died in a mist of blood. So the agent from the game 1, this rogue agent from Division 1, kidnapped this Russian scientist who knows about the virus, who knows how to, I guess, knows about a cure or how to work on a cure. So this rogue agent kidnapped him, along with, and I've never heard of this before. I mean, I've heard of the 3D printers, but he took some sort of viral printer. I'm not sure how that works exactly, but So I believe the DLC expansion, your goal is to both what do you call it? Either get back this printer or destroy the printer, along with rescuing this scientist. But I mean, the main reason I'm playing. So originally, I had always thought that this game was a pure PvP type game, or only a co-op online game. But when I found out, when it was being offered for free, I decreased. What? No, wait, hold on. I hope that's not okay. No, Sleeping Giant's still at 4. I decided to give it a shot just to see what the storyline was in it. You're gonna shoot a grenade at me, really? Okay, yeah. And it had an interesting story behind it, so that's the reason why I'm playing and streaming it, because I prefer to play games, or I prefer to stream games that have some sort of story behind it. So like Last of Us, Days Gone, Horizon Zero Dawn, things like that. Because I enjoy the story behind them. And so like, this has got a story behind it, so I'll give it a shot. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know if you've got any if you only have PC, or if you've also got console, PS4 or whatnot. Because I only have a PS4 other than PC. But if you do like a good story game, well, okay. Now there's been some controversy on it, and each person's entitled to their own opinion. I thought it was a good game. Others not so much, but but you don't like the so now. Okay, so I guess the question would be, in your mind, what constitutes a zombie? So zombie being a person who died and has come back to life, or do you consider people infected by a disease and are no longer really their zombies? Oh yeah, so yeah, that's what I was kind of getting as The Last of Us. Well, it is a depressing game, to a certain extent. I mean, because you think about it, it's post a lot apocalyptic to a certain extent, because most of humanity is gone, and communities are trying to rebuild themselves. But it's got a good story to it. I just hostages? Oh, the hostages. Want me to rescue hostages? Where the hell's the here? Somewhere in this green area. That box there, maybe? Well, so it was another game that had an interesting story behind it. Outer Worlds was an interesting one. What was that other game? It's a sci-fi-ish type of game that I played that was story based. Now, so there's another one that has some controversy behind it. Mass Effect Andromeda. I played StarCraft, old school StarCraft, back when PCs were. That's a long ass flamethrower. Back when PCs weren't as high end as they are now. Yeah, so I know. So Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 those 100% without a doubt take place, in the same universe in I guess a continued timeline. Technically, so does Andromeda, but I've heard a lot of people not happy with it. And I've only played Andromeda. And so this should be interesting. So I've bumped this up to alert level 4, which I think is the highest it can go. People walking down the road. I need to kill these guys before I do this, otherwise I'm in trouble, unless you're coming from the road itself. Okay, you're down there. Okay. Wait, I gotta do something real quick here. Pause this real quick and just do something. I can honestly say I've never played a Halo game. I have, and the most I've done with Halo, if you will, and I really don't know how you how it qualifies, but the Red versus Blue, that's pretty much all I know about Halo. Is watching that. A lot of damn elites down there. This is going to get ugly. Oh yeah, this is going to be fun. Oh, good thing there's a restock box right next to me. I mean, I've seen bits and pieces of it. I haven't seen, I never actually, watched, a full amount of it. Ooh, good timing on that. Because when I saw it, a person had some episodes, like earlier episodes in the game, or in the season, if you will, on like a hard drive. So I watched him on his computer. It was entertaining. And I mean, hell, you can do something. I'm surprised someone hasn't done something similar, like in this game here, as well. Because I mean, hell, any of those MMO games, you could really do something like that with. Okay. Give me some ammo. Ah, shit. Don't need you guys coming up from behind. Hell, I'm an agent who's going to need backup here shortly. Come on, buddy. Any more bad guys back there? I think they're down the street. Really? No, that's the one that's down the street. Okay. Where's that guy? The flood from. So I'm guessing Doom, or the new Doom. I'm guessing wouldn't be. Well, so Okay, so Doom wouldn't be zombies. Doom is more of like demons. How would that qualify? Oh, that is true. Yeah. Oh shit, where did you guys come from? So yeah, that's kind of narrowed down, I guess. Like now you say you don't play them. Obviously, are there any that you won't play but you may watch? Well, obviously you're watching the Ghost game, so um. So are there any games that you just flat out won't watch whatsoever? Oh, okay. Right. Who's left out there? Can't be that many more. Okay. RC car. And there's a yellow guy there. A yellow guy there. That RC car. Surprised has not come up here yet. Yeah, I mean, so I've gone through and I've done like I've browsed through Twitch games, just to see what's been out, what's out there being streamed and whatnot. Um, and like I'm not a fan for the most part of the games like Fortnite, Apex Legends. I'm not really a fan of those games. So for the most part, I just ignore and don't even bother watching those because I'll never play them personally. Even if it's a good streamer that I enjoy watching play other games, those are games I just will never watch on his thing. Come on. And this has been one of the great. More contacts. Where are they at? Alright. I think you might be the last. No, there's still someone in there too. I don't know if this. Okay, so this must be like waves. Come on. Pop it. Okay. That won't kill you though, I don't think. No. Someone is off to my left, but I cannot find. Oh, you? Jesus, this is non-stop. I did not even think about how difficult this was going to be. And this isn't even the reinforcement phase. This is just the take it over phase. Yeah, you're gonna pop. I need ammo. Like, definitely don't want to die here. Okay, I've got to be coming to the end of the bad guys. And now the leaders, the leaders just now showing up. Come on. Pop him. Pop it. Pop it. Got it. Oh, you're climbing that, huh? Okay, well, your gun's gone. Oh, shit. Kill. Oh, you. Well, it's okay. It's okay. Fight's still gonna be in progress. Well, it's still gonna be in progress, I think. I'll find out here in a minute. Once I figure out how to get down there again. Go. Wait. No. Oh yeah, here it is. Because once the final boss kicks out, it should still be at that stage, I think. So yeah, so what's happened here is, so after the base game, you go into a secondary style campaign. Okay, after that's done, it opens up this thing where you can increase the difficulty levels of these control points. So now these control points typically fairly simple, little wave, and then you're done. But now in this expansion of the game, you can now boost the difficulty. Right, so I think I don't know if it did a full restart or not, because it already had elites down there, so I don't know. Let's find out. At least I hope it didn't cycle back to the very beginning. It's tough to tell because I've never done this style fight before with this massive amount of bad guys. Yeah, well, it's funny you say that. Well, it's not a. Oh, Jesus! It's about time my reinforcements got here, and I didn't even call for them yet, so that's good. They'll help out a little bit. So that's one thing. When you hit level 30, it unlocks something called specializations, which basically opens up 6 new weapons. One of the weapons I have is a mini Gatling gun. But the ammo on that is limited in that unlike normal guns, I can go to that box there, get some more ammo. The special weapon that I picked up, I have to kill people in order to get ammo to spawn. So I'm limited to 150 round magazine plus 150 spare ammo. But I mean, the minigun by far is the most powerful special weapon out there. It can easily pump 3+ million damage into an enemy in one round, 150 round clip or magazine. But by the looks of it, I think this is a full restart of the fight. No, because I'm seeing reds out there now. So typically the way it, what I've seen in the past, it'll go from all your yellows, and your yellows will phase into purples, and then your purples will phase into reds. Yellows being the highest level, then your purples being your midline, and then your reds being, I guess, what you would consider the norms. There are anything in this game called that you could consider norms. But yeah, this is basically a refight of the entire thing because there's no health bar in the upper left-hand corner, where the leader's health would be if the actual territory leader was up. Oh man. It's enjoyable to a certain extent. Right now I'm doing more grinding right now just because I'm curious on seeing some stuff. Otherwise, well, so, oh shit. I don't need this shit from behind me. Seriously, guys. Luckily, you guys are just norms. So the way you expand your character, if you will, after base level 30 is you have to take out these strongholds. The strongholds will allow you to expand your gear up to the next tier. So I'm on the, I believe, the next to last tier of the game or the expansion. I'm not 100% sure. So right now I'm kind of doing a little bit of grinding and farming just so I can get gear drops from this tier to improve myself, just to see what opens up next. If it just becomes a grind fest, then essentially what we'll do is change to the DLC or the expansion and do the Warlords thing to knock that out. And then after that, we'll go to figure out what my next game's going to be. Whoosh, where? I've played old school. Okay, now enemies. Okay, I've played old school Rainbow. No, I've never played Rainbow Six online. I've played old school. What do you call it? Counter-Strike. Old school game. I've played a little of one of the Modern Warfares. I don't remember which one. That's about it that I've done with respects to like online FPS games, against other people. Come on, kill that person. What did I just? I don't know what I just hit that made me do that. Yeah, I know I've got serious trauma. That's the last thing I need. So the Modern Warfare I played, I think it was Modern Warfare, or maybe it was Battlefield, because I know that there's they used to be the same and then they split up or something like that. Or this, one of those first-person shooters did something like that. The one I played involved China and I don't know what all I know is it happened in China, and you were trying to rescue some dignitary or political leader or something like that. Oh, oh, get down, get down, get down. Are all my allies dead? Yeah, he looks like he's dead. I think all my allies are dead. Two more guys, two more guys. We got this, we got this. Or maybe one more guy. Oh, Jesus. Kill him, buddy. Kill him, little buddy. Here, I'll throw this little buddy at you also, help out maybe, hopefully. Get him, get him. Come on. Kill him, little buddy. So, did I get this at level 3 or level 4? Because it was at level 4. Now I saw right before that it went down to level 3. Oh man, that's only the first half of the fight. I don't know if the second half of the fight. Yeah, I think that. Yeah. Okay, so you guys are gonna come from either over there or over there. I'm not gonna have the ammo. And okay, there's a restock there. I could possibly use this as cover. Yeah. See how this turns out. This is gonna be ugly. Alright, let me go ahead and put this guy in cooldown real quick. Alright. Let's call in the allies. Let's see what this shit turns out to be. Fortunately, the allies are relatively close. Okay, you guys are coming from that direction. There they are. Suiciders. Good start. Come on. Come on. Good. I hear suiciders. Oh shit, there they are. Whew. Okay. This actually may be okay. Another suicider. Kill him. Kill him. Good. That's the only one I'm really concerned with. Of all the ones out there, the suicider is the one that... No, it's one of the ones I'm more concerned with. Because he gets up close and personal, he's going to do a lot of damage to you. Come on, get him. Whoa. Whoa, oh, you bastard! I don't know what this does. Come on. Oh my god, someone actually rezzed me. Oh, I don't know how that happened. I've never seen that before. I've never, ever seen that before. I don't know. Maybe it's because maybe it was because I got hit by a dot, as opposed to a bleed dot, as opposed to a direct death. Whew. The one bad thing about this is I got it up to level 4, and unfortunately the level 4 dropped to a level 3. I don't know if it's because of the time it took to take over. I don't think it had anything to do with my death because it was still level 4 when I returned. Maybe it dropped from 4 to 3 because allies showed up. I didn't notice when it actually dropped. Let's see. Supposedly I should be getting better loot out of this. That's not bad. Good stuff there. But I think this tier goes up to 450. Alright, let me see here. Yeah, 450. Alright, I think... Well, no, so the help available is basically opening it up for co-op. Basically, you could call in a co-op to assist you. Similar to what you see here. I don't know if there's anyone on the map calling for help, but sometimes you may have heard it while I was playing, saying agents in need of backup. And so that would call, open it up for allies to say, hey, yeah, I'll join you to whatnot. All right, I think I'm going to call it here for this. I need to grab some food, eat, and take a break. And I may or may not. Because I'm gonna continue watching Kelly stream. I may, if she has an opening and needs help, I may offer to jump in and help her out with her game later on, maybe. But I appreciate you stopping by and watching and whatnot. And I will catch you either on Mecha stream or her stream, or next time I'm up on my stream. Have a good one, man.